When Gujarat takes on RCB in match 42 at Ahmedabad, two completely different trajectories are going to collide. On one side, you have a Bengaluru unit riding so high on confidence that their recent games are starting to look like batting warm-ups. Then you have Gujarat. They've dropped 2 of their 3 home games, and they are hovering dangerously close to playoff elimination. The Titans find themselves under intense external pressure, desperately searching for cohesion before their window closes completely. We can see the exact root of Gujarat's problem by looking at this run-scoring trendline. A highly competent traditional T20 team plateaus safely here, consistently putting up between 200 and 220 runs. But watch what happens when we map Royal Challengers Bengaluru against that baseline. They are breaking the standard limits of the format, surging violently upwards past that 220 mark and locking into an entirely new capability zone of 250 to 260 runs. To save their season, Gujarat has to figure out how to mathematically bridge a 40-run gap against a team built to outscore them. That gap starts with Bengaluru's bowling. Their new ball attack consistently rocks opposing teams in the power play, giving their own batters massive breathing room. And that breathing room allows them to deploy Romario Shepherd. Shepherd's glaring vulnerability is leaking 15 runs and over. RCB accepts this, viewing him as a pure batting luxury for the final overs. If he faces 7 balls, he can hit 3 boundaries. This sudden run injection pushes a 220 score to 250. It's a brutal sequence. A bowling side fights for 18 overs only to watch their targets completely broken in minutes. Because RCB is winning, they have the freedom to turn a statistical bowling liability into the exact offensive tool required to shatter the run ceiling. Gujarat, meanwhile, is trying to solve the exact opposite problem. They've had to drop bowlers like Prasiv after heavy 50-run outings, trying desperately to plug leaks rather than exploit them. The resulting pressure falls heavily onto the shoulders of Gujarat's top 3 elite batters, who are now expected to carry almost the entire scoring load. This bar chart shows Gujarat's structural failure. Massive top-order production is followed by a flat void. The middle order argues they lack opportunities to build rhythm, but reality is unforgiving. If the top 3 fail, there's zero support, and the scoring structure caves in. This has triggered a panic response within the GT camp. Management is considering pushing Jason Holder higher up the order to artificially manufacture some stability. Gujarat's middle order void is currently pulling their production below the 220-run baseline, far behind the 250-run ceiling set by Bengaluru. Which brings us back to the pitch in Ahmedabad, ground zero for this tactical collision. If Gujarat loses this match, Bengaluru secures 14 points on the table, putting the top 4 spots completely out of reach. This glowing ladder illustrates the current tournament standings, showing exactly how the top 4 positions are physically detaching and pulling rapidly away from the rest of the pack. GT management faces a severe ultimatum. They have to show steely nerve and explicitly trust their fragile middle order to execute when it matters most. There is no more time for experimentation. The decisions made about the batting lineup in this match are going to lock in the trajectory for the rest of their season. Match 42 will reveal if Gujarat can stabilize their scoring structure before they are outpaced by a team that has shifted the winning requirement to 250 runs.